Hello everyone, how are you? The work that will be presented has its theme, the implementation of cleaner production in a corporate environment, a case of study. This work was written by Ana Vitória Oliveira, Aldo Muro Jr., Flávio Roldão e Sandro Moraes. Slide 2. First, we realize that large investors are looking towards companies aligned with the ESG culture. An example of this movement in Brazil refers to the issuance of the ISO 14001 certificate. In 2016, only 30 companies obtained the certificate. In 2021, this number grew to 306 certificates issued. In addition, it is clear that cleaner production is a tool for preventing pollution and minimizing environmental impacts. As for the concept, the ESG is based on environmental, social, and governance pillars. In other words, within the corporate environment, cleaner production is a tool used in the environmental sphere aimed at the emission of gases, water, energy consumption, waste, and environmental education, but it does not fail to have a positive impact on other areas. The object of study of this research is a company focused on the financial area, constructive management, and advocacy. It is a company that operates in the market since 2009, and it has 2 units in Brazil. The headquarters is located in Goiânia, Goiás. In this company, there is already a movement of sustainable development and the adoption of ESG culture. In this way, the vast majority of the company members are aware of the economic and environmental benefits, and especially the visibility that can be gained by implementing cleaner production. Therefore, the goal of this research is to identify opportunities for cleaner production, thus designing the best way of implementation according to the particularities of the company. The methodology was divided in 2 parts. The first part was to understand the state of the art in digital collections such as Plataforma CAPS, Cielo, and the Journal of Cleaner Production. The second part consisted of understanding the phases of the implementation of cleaner production suggested by the National Center of Cleaner Technologies, the CNTL, and the development of the specific methodologies for the object of study. The specific methodology was developed in 14 steps so that cleaner production is implemented in the company. Therefore, consisted in the pre-assessment of the production system and the elaboration of the environmental diagnosis of the production process, after which an environmental, economic, and technological balance of the production process was prepared, and then its respective evolution was carried out. The next step consisted of training and sensitizing the company's professionals, then doing the evolution of the result of cleaner production for the feedback of the technique and the prioritization of the opportunities identified in the evaluation. Then was needed to do the reuse of waste and the preparation of the economic viability study, establishing the monitoring plan. After that was made the implementation of prioritized cleaner production opportunities, definition of process indicators productive, and after that the documentation of the case of cleaner production, which is basically the article that we sent. The last step consisted in the integration of cleaner production into the environmental management system to later obtain the certifications such as the certification B and ISO 14001 from 2015. As for the environmental diagnosis, 4 main environmental variables were observed: the energy consumption, the electronic equipment, water consumption, and solid waste. It is noticed that the energy consumption of the company is very high, since the value of about 1.6 kilowatts hour was consumed, corresponding to the emission of 102 tons of CO2 emission. To mitigate all this impact, it will be necessary to plant 1,017 trees. Regarding the electronic equipment, 312 LED lamps were counted throughout all the company. 341 dichroic lamps in addition to a high number of air conditioners, totaling 66 units distributed on the 5 floors of the company. As for the water consumption, we were not able to quantify the amount consumed. As for consumption is not individualized, thus there is an apportionment of the value among all the condominium owners of the building. Regarding solid waste, at the time there was no cooperative that made the correct disposal of waste, so the graviment composing of the generated waste is not known. The cleaner production opportunities found were in the context of energy consumption, water consumption, solid waste, and environmental education. In terms of energy consumption, it was suggested the standardization of lighting, installation of sensors in corridors and bathrooms, and installation of photovoltaic panels. For water consumption, it was suggested to install a water-saving device in the bathroom on the 12th floor, and to install timers on the faucets of all the company sinks. In the area of solid waste, the suggestion was the implementation of more dumps, hiring a cooperative and making and maintaining a compost bin. In terms of environmental education, we suggested educational courses regarding the variable mentioned above, distribution of blockades, and eco team of employees dedicated to composting and inertial awareness marketing. These measures would have as a consequence environmental gains such as minimization of atmosphere emissions and reductions of consumption, reduction of waste destined to the sanitary landfills, use of organic waste and the promotion of soil protection, and reduction of environmental impacts caused by the lack of awareness. In the social sphere, we would have gains such as maximizing the use of natural resources and gaining awareness of employees who can disseminate the culture in other places, generating jobs and disseminating the ESG culture. So, in the economic sphere, we would have improved the company's image and viability, reducing the consumption and operating expenses, and employees would be more satisfied with the work environment. To conclude, regarding the bibliographic research, it was noticed that there is a little production of articles with this theme, and when there are very old works. And when we talk about cleaner production, the application is usually made in industry and factories, but it can be applied anywhere. In order to implement cleaner production in the corporative environment, it is necessary to change the company's routines, thus resulting in the minimization of environmental impacts, bringing better visibility to the company, and the suggestion is to extend the program to the works that the company generates. The main challenge for the implementation is to raise awareness and convince senior leaderships of the importance of the projects, the need for employee engagement, and for the company to actually adhere to the ESG culture. So, if you have any questions regarding to the project, you can contact us. Thank you very much for your attention, and bye!